Welcome to my channel, where I read the actual words from an 1800s newspaper. In this video, I have a new newspaper. It's the Portsmouth Journal from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, dated October 14th, 1871. Before we begin, did you know? In the 1800s, cats were known more for rodent hunters than for pets. This man, Harrison Weir, changed all that by starting the very first cat show. It was at the Crystal Palace in London, England, in 1871. The categories included Persian cats. One of the entrants, a black Persian, caused much comment. One of the rarer breeds at the show were two Siamese cats. Caught right before the contest was the British wild cat. It was caught on the Duke of Sutherland's estate. The newspaper said it was a savage varmint that held up its paw, which had been hurt in the trap. As well as a prize for individual cats, there was also a prize for the best litter. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video, where I will show you an 1800s movie clip made by Thomas Edison with boxing cats, and a short photo montage of celebrity cats. Now it's time to pounce on the articles in this week's newspaper. The Treasury Department has decided that the American-built steamers sent to foreign countries to receive engines and boilers cannot be considered hereafter American vessels and are not entitled to an American register. An observer of human nature reports that he has seen some people possessing the peculiarity of three hands: a right hand, a left hand, and a little behind hand. The latter is too common. The Boston Post speaks of the Prohibitionists as a body of straightforward men. Why shouldn't they be? They abstain from beverages that give crooked and perverse ways. The burning of Chicago. Monday was indeed blue to the people of this continent. All day long was read the bulletins containing the accounts of flames that had been raging within a doomed city, and as the hours wore on, the tidings only grew more and more appalling. A great modern city was burned up. Its inhabitants were fleeing insanely through the streets. A fierce gale was blowing the uncurbed flames with resistless fury. Houses were toppling and crackling. Everything was rapidly disappearing in the ravenous throat of the red fire. 50,000 persons were made houseless in a few short hours. Thousands of buildings were consumed. Many millions worth of property was swept away. Whole blocks of buildings blown up to stop the rolling tide of the fire, but without avail. Chicago devastated. One of the largest fires in the annals of this country broke out in a thickly settled wooden district in Discowen Street near the river on the west side, caused by a boy who went into a stable to milk a cow, carrying with him a kerosene lamp. This was kicked over by the cow, and the burning fluid scattered among the straw. The fire spread with lightning-like rapidity. In less than 3 hours, lumber yards, railway stations, churches, printing offices, warehouses, hotels had been consumed, and in the morning of the third day, every bank, every express, telegraph, and insurance office, palatial residences, elevators, all the wholesale and retail stores, theaters, immense depots, shipping in the river were in ruins. Bennett's cocoane, the compound, coconut oil, and acknowledged the best promoter of the growth and beauty of the hair. 50 years ago. What changes in the world we've seen since 50 years ago or so? What revelations have there been? A host of facts there are to show. To travel 50 miles a day, our fathers found a task indeed. 200 now or more we may be drawn by the fierce iron steed. The boys then dressed in homespun clothes, with cowhide shoes upon their feet. But now they're clothed at George Fenno's, corner of Beach and Washington Street. Marvin Brothers and Bartlett, cod liver oil, 32nd and 36 Bow Street, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. The Eastern Railroad Company placed on their road Monday the new and elegant smoking cars from their car shop in Salem. The finish inside is of Hungarian ash, black walnut, and satinwood. The blinds are of ash and sashes of mahogany. 6 marble-top tables afford accommodations for euchre parties. The seats are furnished with well-patterned Salem spring that are unequaled and upholstered with Brussels carpeting with green plush backs. In one end are the water closets, sink, and baggage master's room, in which is a tank for ice water that is reached by a plated faucet in a marble recess outside. A new and neat arrangement. If you're liking this video, try out my second channel, Life in the 1900s Newspapers.